Just going to tag a few people. Right, there we go. Hello guys, welcome into Hopper's Motorsport Vlogs. Good morning, good afternoon, or even good evening. Welcome in to the final guest of Manic February. Yes, it is the last day of February. I hope everyone is doing well. I am live and exclusive this evening. I'm going to be waiting for, of course, Will Butt to join us. He's going to be joining us in around 5 minutes time, or should I say 4 minutes time, for the last interview of the month. Can you believe it is going to be a lot of things to talk about, because Will's going to be discussing his plans for the Civic Cup and what he aims for this season. Please bear in mind that we are going to be live just for an hour tonight, because, you know, I've just got in from work as well and I want to wind down. Good evening, Diffan. How you doing, mate? But yeah, so the last guest of Manic February then, he's going to be here very soon. Good evening, Lee. How are you doing? Lee Lannon from the Rally Ranch has joined us. But yes, looking forward to this one. It's going to be nice to have Will back for another chat. So, you know, it's going to be great. It's going to be very informative. Obviously, as I say, please bear in mind we are live for an hour only tonight. But you know, it's going to be great to just have a fabulous end to what's been a great month, and no doubt very emotional. While we wait for our guest to appear. Evening, Tracy. How you doing? But yeah, as I say, there's a lot ongoing. Evening, Mike. How you doing, mate? But yeah, so I'm looking forward to tonight, and I'm going to go into a bit of detail on Monday, what's to come next month. Obviously, you know, you may have seen the schedule yesterday. Was it yesterday? I believe it was yesterday that I put the schedule out for March. Not too bad, just a bit tired myself, as you've had a long day. Yeah, I understand this one. I'm not too bad, actually, to be fair. I'm looking forward, as I say, I'm looking forward to tonight's live video, because it's been a while. We weren't live on Monday, purely because I'm preparing for March, and also going to try and prepare for what's to come. You may have seen a few things on the page tonight, over the last couple of hours, what's going to be happening in March. Evening, Lisa, how are you doing? But yeah, so as I say, it's going to be a fantastic end to Manic February. I've called it Manic February because it has been manic with, you know, of course, Scales Cole, Lee Lannon, and of course Rick Kerry, and now we have, of course, Will Butt, or Will Butsy joining us for a full chat this time. He came on last year. I can't remember when was it last year. Sometime last year, when he was abroad on holiday. But he's joining us for a full chat this time round. So yeah, we'll just wait for Will to join us. It's fine, because he's, as some of you guys may know or may not know, he's just become a dad for the first time. So, you know, we don't want to distract him too much from father duties, but you know, looking forward to hearing what he has planned for this season. Obviously, second season in the Civic Cup. I think that's I believe it's the Miltech Civic Cup Championship. Someone will correct me, no doubt. But when he joins, we'll get ready for a very great informative chat. The other chats that we've done this month are going to go onto YouTube, as well as some of the others that I've managed to grab hold of, from the likes of Rich from the Hard Compound, Elliot Webber, and of course Stuart Lyons. They're going to go onto YouTube this week. It'll be the full chat, so it'll be like the hour-long chat as well. So they're going to be going on very soon. So looking forward to a great end to February. It's been, not gonna lie, it's been magic. It has been emotional after doing these, because, you know, for the first time we've had, as I say, we've had 4 guests, and it's It's been a while. But you know, March is going to be quite interesting as well. There's some very interesting live video subjects coming to that. One of them, of which is going to be on Monday, within the stepping into a motor racing circuit for the first time. If you're a first time goer, I'll give you my experiences. But if you've been before, then obviously do join that one as well, because you never know, there might have been some stuff that I may have not said in a live video. But we've got some interesting stuff. Then a week today is, of course, the 1997 BTCC archive live video that I'm going to try and get out and try and get prepared for this week, or sometime in the week, because I'm off on Wednesday. And then a week on Monday is our Q&A, our live Hoppers Matchbook Vlogs Q&A session, where things will be hopefully appearing. There's already a killer question been asked in that post that I put out to remind everyone that it's there. If you haven't got your question in, get them in, because I excuse me, I'm gonna have to seriously work how I'm going to do the Q&A. But as I say, it's great to be around this evening for everyone. But it's been a while, hasn't it? So, you know, I wasn't live on Monday, so I do apologise if anyone was expecting me on Monday. But Will is here, so I'm going to invite him via his page to see if he will, to see if that works. But fingers crossed, because we don't want technical difficulties. But if we get technical difficulties, it is what it is. But he is here, so I'm going to try and get him on his page. Just bear with while we do get a few. But I think we are having technical difficulties at the moment, people. But two minutes. No worries, mate. No worries, mate. It's fine. It's all good. All joys of being a dad. I don't know, because I'm not a dad, but you know, you're probably nailing being a dad, though, mate. But fair enough. It's fine. It was my mistake, mate. I didn't realise you were busy. My mistake, mate. It is what it is. Yeah, there's going to be some great topics, Lee. There's going to be some, you know, I'm not going to lie. There's going to be some head turns as well. I think many people, excuse me, many people are going to be wondering what there is, because there's a live video that may turn some heads. I'm not going to lie, with the would we see motorsport going 100% electric in years to come? If you don't like that live video, then that's fine. I'm not going to scream and shout at people because they're not going to like that content. But we're going to do some great ones. There is what was I going to say? I can't even remember what else is on there. I know there's a live Q&A. There's obviously next Monday, Friday. There is. I'm trying to remember what else I put on there. I don't normally have the schedule to hand, which maybe I should. But it is what it is. But as I say, thank you to everyone's support this month. It has been great. So yeah, things are looking up, as I say. But there is some good topics in March. I'm not going to lie. April is going to be a bit different. I'll go on about that towards the end of March, but I'll go on about April's live videos. It's nothing to worry about. It's just how we're going to do BTCC Media Day and the 2-day test session at Croft. We're going to talk about that probably, maybe to catch up with the community on the 21st. And there is a poll on there at the moment, or on the page, where you guys can vote to see if you want to take part in that. That's going to be a first, where we were going to do a summer break video. Evening, Daryl. How you doing, mate? But yeah, we were going to do a summer break review, well, sort of review, but I'm going to do a media day / 2 tyre test. Well, not the tyre test, but a 2-day test session review, and then introduce the BTCC, the class of 2025. In the week running up to Donington, which will be on the Tuesday evening. It won't be on Easter Monday because Easter Monday is before then. But let's wait for Will to finish doing what he's doing, and then we'll hopefully get the thumbs up ready when he's ready. It's not a problem. We can wait. We've got a while. But as I say, things are looking great for this year. Already smashed what we've had this year with the live videos this month. But I'm not too bad, mate. I'm not too bad. Friday's here, the weekend's here. Finally a weekend. Yeah, the grid's starting to take shape now. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. Obviously, with the likes of Dan Lloyd back, that got announced last week. Charles Rainford at WSR. Obviously, as you guys may know or may not know, well, you probably do know, but proud to see that Dan Rowbottom's back for another 2 years, so we don't have to worry about him announcing next season. He's back for another 2. And then, of course, Sam Osborne's back at Napa, so the quartet are back together. Or should I say the band are back together. So, it's grid shaping up nicely. There's a few things at the moment, like, One Motorsport are coming back with the FK8 Civic Type Rs. I think, given what they were doing, last season, having the hiatus, and from what I've read, they've developed the Civic ready for this season, so it's great. Obviously, why I'm touching on this, I know some of you guys may not know or may know, 2 members of Unlimited Motorsport were involved in a nasty car accident the other day. And I believe one of them is in intensive care at the moment. You didn't know Robo signed a diff, and you do know that, mate. But yeah, so while I'm touching on the subject of BTCC, 2 members of Unlimited Motorsport were involved in a nasty car accident sometime this week, and one of the members is unfortunately in a bad way in hospital at the moment. There is a GoFundMe page from Unlimited Motorsport. You can contribute to that. I've not shared it round because I just wanted to, say my bit on it. I hope Adam, who is in hospital at the moment, does get well soon and recovers. It's not a nice way to find that out this week, but as I say, fingers crossed he recovers. He used to work for Team Hard, I believe, and other teams as well. So fingers crossed he gets well soon. Obviously, there is a lot we'll talk about BTCC in the next couple of months, but I'm just going to see if Will's still available. But he's in chat. But I'm just going to type it. I don't want to. We'll see if he's ready. But it's fine if not, because we can wait. We can wait. I'm not going to rush people. But yeah. So, I'm sending good vibes to people at Unlimited Motorsport at the moment. But it's not a nice way, Be there now, mate. No worries. I will send you a request now, mate. Just when you're ready, mate. There's no, like I say, there's no rush. I'm not that harsh, I respect people are busy and, obviously, of course, being a dad, I can keep everyone entertained. I always do, but it's fine. Like I say, there's no rush. I don't rush people. If people have got other things to do beforehand, it's not a problem. It is what it is. But don't forget to hit the like buttons, guys, and hit the reactions as well. It'll help us massively. But yeah, so hopefully, touch wood, things go well. How's everyone doing anyway? It's great to be back for a live video. It's been a while. Been a while since I've done one of these. That's it. No, not all right. I'm gonna try again. I'm just gonna try again, mate. Cause here he is. Hello, Will. How are you, mate?
Yeah, not bad, Joe.
Yeah, very good, mate. For some reason, I can't see you on my screen, but it's fine because everyone else can.
Well, can I? Well, I can see you. You all right?
Yeah, they can see you, but I can't. But it doesn't matter. It's how it does it, unfortunately. But we can carry on.
How long it take to change a nappy? Jacob waiting to see you. Jacob will see me soon enough, I'm sure of it.
Mate, you'll pick it up sooner. You just become a dad for the first time, so congratulations.
Oh, I've literally been in the house about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So I've been running around like an absolute lunatic at the minute, just trying to get ready. And then my boy decided they need a nappy change, so...
Oh, well. It's all good, mate. It happens.
Yeah, definitely.
So, what's the plan for this year then? Because we last spoke. When did we speak? It was last year, wasn't it?
I think we last spoke. I was on holiday.
Yeah, you're on holiday. Yeah, I bothered you while you're on holiday.
No, it was my fault 'cause I said I'd do it, but I didn't realise it was the same week that I was on holiday and I was sort of half drunk in Tenerife.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No,
It doesn't matter.
but no, it was alright.
Yeah.
Plans for this year is obviously Civic Cup again for this year for us. So I'm still racing in Civic Cup this year. I'm still working with Restart Racing this year with touring cars.
Yeah.
So
We'll probably see you about then.
Probably. It's same thing, different year.
Yeah.
More than anything. But yeah, not much has changed, to be fair.
Right.
Well, apart from becoming a dad.
Yeah.
Not a lot really has changed.
Okay.
We got obviously our calendar has changed this year. So we got Donington for round 1 on the 22nd of March.
Yeah.
22nd, 23rd. Which means they've given us a double Brands Hatch this year instead of a double Silverstone. Instead of a Silverstone National, Silverstone International.
Okay.
And they got rid of Thruxton, which was quite a shame. I will admit, I was quite gutted about that.
Yeah. Given what I've seen on TikTok the other week.
I know, that was quite fun, That was quite fun. Apart from Jamie Petler's incident where I missed him, which was...
Oh, yeah, I saw that one. I was like, oof.
It was quite frightening because me and Jamie are good mates in the paddock as well.
Yeah.
But it was frightening to the fact that, one, I was glad he had a big accident and he could have been hurt. Yeah. And the way his car come back round onto the track, it could have been a really, really bad accident. If I hit him in the door.
Yeah.
But you can't see it on the video that literally I'm side by side with Josh Bromley. Right. And we're literally going through turn 1, and Josh comes back up the inside of me. So as Jamie comes across onto the track, we're sideways like that. So as he comes across, and it's like Jamie's going to go across the track. Yeah. So I aimed to go behind him, and then all of a sudden, he started going that way. He started coming across the circuit.
Yeah.
So I had to go behind him.
Ugh.
And the car sort of come back round on him, and it J-turned back on itself. So he started coming back towards me. So it was like, react.
Yeah.
But it happened so fast. It was unreal how fast it actually happened.
Oh,
But luckily enough, he walked away from that unscathed. Because on the second lap, well, the first lap actually back round, we was obviously under the safety car.
yeah.
I actually seen him walking across, and he was. I knew then he was obviously all right. But it wasn't nice to see someone go out.
No, it's not,
and
is it?
have
No.
a bump.
No.
But no, not a lot has changed. To be fair, we've done some development on our car over the winter. Done some upgrades to it.
Yeah.
Which certain things I can't go into certain detail what they was.
No, of course you can't. No.
Certain things we was struggling with last year.
Yeah.
But now we get the test all our winter changes on Wednesday.
Okay.
So it's going to be quite an interesting test session on Wednesday. Cause it's going to be the car's going to be totally different to drive again.
Yeah.
But let's see what happens.
So you have a teammate this year, don't you?
Yeah, this year I'm with me and Anthony Gannon. Started talking. It was the start of not media day. Sorry, it was our rolling road day where we have our power test done.
Okay.
And that was the first time that I actually spoke to people from the championship in person.
Yeah. Yeah.
And from that day onwards, we just got on like an house on fire.
Mm-hmm.
So we was talking throughout the year. He was helping me, I was helping him. Even to the point where he was should have been testing on the Friday, and fortunately we didn't have the budget to test on the Friday.
Right, yeah.
And he gave me a phone call and said, I can't make it testing. There you go, there's my test session.
Okay.
So he and it was other things as well. Like he was sorting me out with looking at his onboards to see how I could get quicker, like on circuits I'd never driven.
Yeah.
Because there's not many onboards of our championship. Unlike touring cars, they post the onboards all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So unless you actually test, or you can watch a bit of onboard footage, some of them races last year, I was going in completely blind.
Yeah.
So my test would technically be qualifying, and I'd have to learn the track, tweak the setup ready for race one. But it would all be compact within that 15 minutes.
That's mad.
So considering at the start of the year, obviously it was our first year last year, I think I started 23rd or 22nd, I think it was, in my first race.
Okay.
Going into the Brands Hatch, I was completely blind. I was watching people testing on the Friday, but I wasn't testing. So technically, the first time I drove that car properly in anger was qualifying at Brands Hatch. And the diff our diff that we had in the gearbox wasn't substantial for what we needed to do.
Yeah.
And you can see that if you go on our YouTube channel, Will Betsy Racing, and watch our Brands Hatch footage.
Mm-hmm.
It was like we had an NSD in there, but it was the wrong one. So coming out of slow corners, it was one wheel peel. So we put our foot down, and they would be like full power to the one wheel.
Yeah.
But then the other side would be like driving your Nan's Nova. It'd just be going,
Yeah.
and we couldn't get traction.
Oh no.
But then, fortunately, one of my sponsors from Third Millennium Limited, Pete Jones, who owns Restart Racing,
Okay. Yeah.
said, "I know it's not in your budget, but leave it with me, and I'll get a diff in your car for you."
Wow.
And it just progressed from there, really.
Yeah.
To be brutally honest,
That's mad, that, isn't
I wish it was strong, but it's not. It's apple juice.
it? People asking you if you're drinking Strongbow.
I know.
It's the weekend.
I wish it was Strongbow, but
I've made a promise to our viewers that I won't drink it on stream when I've got a guest on.
if you want a pipe, mate, crack on it.
Oh, I might as well open my last can of Banks's mild then.
Oh, get it open.
Why not? Give me
Why
one second. Try to do it with one hand.
It's a Friday.
It's Friday.
It's Friday, and you've been in work today, so
yeah, exactly.
Why not?
Exactly.
Why not? But no, apart from when we did that first race at Brands Hatch, it was obviously a big eye opener of what we needed to do to our car.
Yeah.
And we knew before the weekend that it was the wrong diff compared to what other people was running.
Yeah.
But we didn't think it was going to affect us as much as it did.
Okay.
And then as we went into qualifying, and you're obviously chasing people down the back straight.
Yeah.
Coming into Paddock Hill Bend, it wasn't so bad because it's the compression and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
But as soon as you come out of Druids, it was just like, bye, off you go. And I just get left behind.
Yeah.
So it was just I had a good battle that weekend with Trevor McConnell and Aidan Hassan, who both had diffs in their car and I didn't. And it was just make of what you can with it.
Yeah.
But then, unfortunately, the start of race 1 was all good. Car felt fine. And at the end of race, I think it was end of race 1, we blew the bottom end up the engine on the last lap.
Oh no.
We made the flag after overtaking Aidan and Trev. But then on the first night of our championship campaign for last year, my team had to pull it was longer than a 24-hour stint because they had to wait for an engine to come from South Wales up to Brands Hatch.
Go on.
Then overnight, it got changed in and out.
Yeah.
And I went back to the hotel to get some sleep because I wanted to stay there and give a man, but they was like, no, you're in the car in the morning. Go back and get some sleep.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
lo and behold, I went back and got some sleep. And then I decided to ring my dad and the team in the morning, and I was awake early. I think it was like at 5, 6 o'clock because I was just paranoid, thinking, have they pulled it? Have I actually pulled this off?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And I got halfway to the track. My dad, I was on the phone with my dad as soon as I woke up. I had breakfast and everything else, and he didn't. He wasn't answering the phone. I was thinking, God, this not even. They've not even been able to do it. They've had technical difficulty. It could have been something wrong with the engine, but no, they decided not to answer the phone to me. Ring me when I was on the way to the track, so I rang them. They eventually answered when I was about 10 minutes away from Brands Hatch, and they said,
Yeah.
"Where can we get engine oil?" And I was like, "I've been ringing you lot for ages, trying to find out whether this engine's even in, and now you say 6 on a Sunday morning, where can you get engine oil from?"
God.
But luckily enough, I got to the track then. I think it was about 7 o'clock. I think it was.
Yeah.
We got to the track,
Mm-hmm.
and they was just bleeding the radiator, so there was no airlock in the system.
Yeah.
And I think it was about 10 to 8. It fired for the first time, and we was out
What?
at like 10 o'clock.
Wow.
But then we had to literally take pretty much the whole front end of the car off.
Mm-hmm.
We got to Park Fermi,
Yeah.
doing the checks like normal people do on the way to the grid, and got to Park Fermi, and the bonnet pin decided to snap.
Oh no.
So they were all the way. They was up early on the Friday morning
Yeah.
to obviously get to Brands Hatch.
Mm-hmm.
Had a little bit of sleep. We got there for Saturday for qualifying because we had to get the car scrutiny and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there was a wake from 7. I think it was about 7, about 6, 7 o'clock Saturday morning, and come 8:30 Sunday morning, they were still awake.
Well, that's mad.
And it got to about 10 o'clock, 10:30,
Yeah.
and the bonnet pin decided to snap after they just pulled an all-nighter, putting an engine in for me.
Yeah.
And then it turned out we couldn't start the race
Yeah.
because the bonnet pin obviously snapped.
Yeah.
It's not a part you tend to carry spare on a race weekend.
No, it's not. No.
Because it don't tend to normally go.
Yeah.
And it's even live it was even live on the TCR channel that you can see. I'm sat in the car like a raving banshee ready to go, going like an absolute lunatic.
Yeah.
And we couldn't start the race.
Oh no. Oh.
And it was literally a tiniest, I'd say it was about 15 mil of plastic that actually give way. And because it obviously wasn't, because we don't run actual bonnet catches on the cars.
Yeah.
You've got to have, same as a touring car, you've got to have 2 secure bonnet pins.
Mm-hmm.
And turns out I had 1.5, so we couldn't start.
That's a bit annoying after all that hard work to get your engine out.
I was gutted I was obviously gutted because it was my first race weekend and we had big dramas. But then I was more gutted for them that they spent all night with blood, sweat, tears, beer and chips to get it going, and we couldn't get it going.
You couldn't get it going because of a measly bonnet pin.
No. But they sorted it out. We got out for race 3, and let's just say it was quite a memorable first weekend in the championship.
Yeah.
Something I don't think any of us will never forget. I think we still lose sleep over it now some days.
I'm sure you do, because I would if that was me. I'd be like, my first weekend racing. It's like, oh, here we go.
We got some questions coming on you already.
Yeah, we have. Yeah.
What are you looking forward to this year? Oh, that's Tracy. Hi, Trace. To be honest, it's just I'm looking forward to all of it again, purely for the fact that last year was our learning year, where it was getting the gist of everything, and now we're rearing to go again because they say the winter break. At the start of the winter break, you think, oh, it's like an eternity waiting to get back on the grid again.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
But then, to be fair, like everything that's gone on with trying to sort the car out, little Oliver being born, it's gone pretty quick. To be fair,
Well, you've been occupied, haven't you?
it's come round a lot quicker than I thought it was going to be. To be fair,
Yeah.
and we've done some sim racing over the winter, which has been just keeping us busy as well. I've had two of my teammates who are here all the time. Well, I'm on the phone to them. I say I speak to them too more than I speak to my missus, to be brutally honest with you.
You've got to make the compromise in between, mate. You can't just pick who you want to talk to.
I'd say, like, I speak to all my team all the time anyway.
Yeah.
But Brandon and Jordan, I'd talk to every day, 20 times a day. And it could be like to do with racing.
Yeah.
Or it could be something completely different from racing because we all grew up together.
Okay.
So it could be something stupid like what you having for dinner later.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've kept ourselves busy over the winter, to be fair. Oh, you are talking to Jordan. He's just commented on this.
Yeah,
I'm Brandon.
I've just seen.
There's my two village idiots.
Village idiots. You've got to be careful what you say here, because they might think, who the hell are you talking to about calling a village idiot?
Believe it or not, as soon as we finish this,
Yeah.
I'll probably be talking to them straight away anyway.
Well, fair enough, mate. But like I say, Will, you know, there's a lot of things with you guys. You know, that's what racing's all about. You either talk about racing or you talk about other things.
Oh, definitely.
You've got to do that.
The thing is with us as well, like our team, we're so because there's not that many of us.
Yeah.
You've obviously got Brandon and Jordan, who I've mentioned.
Yeah.
You've got my old man, who is like the John Todd of Ferrari for us. his decisions, the race decision.
Yeah.
Or what's happening, or anything pretty much goes through him anyway.
Yeah.
So you've got my old man, Jordan, Brandon, one of my sponsors for this year, but he's also a good mate of ours, Neil. Gina, my dad's new wife-to-be and mother, and me, pretty much.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
My missus, Chloe, she's just bored of race talk already. She can't wait for me to go racing, just so I'll shut up.
Well, I'm going to be honest. Jen's exactly the same with me half the time.
Who else? We got Luke, who's in when he can be. Caleb, and my sister and her boyfriend Andrew. They support me all year and do stuff for me. And we just got friends that come away with us as well. It's like it is a family-run team more than anything.
Well, that's good though, isn't it? That's what you need.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know, you need like people like your family and your friends around you, because if things go wrong, you can always vent to them.
There's been quite
in
a
a
lot
way,
of venting.
in a way where you don't offend them, of course.
Yeah. There has been quite a lot of venting at some points throughout the year.
Yeah.
But the saying is, you win together, you lose together. We haven't won anything yet, and
no, but you never know; it might happen.
We're aiming for our goal last year for the season was to get as close as we could, being new into the championship, being a rookie of the championship,
Yeah.
being away from racing for, I think It's been since I got in that Civic last year, being away from competitive racing for me,
Yeah.
I think it was over 10 years since I was last competitively racing.
Wow.
Because it would have been when I was doing autographs with a Mini.
That's right, yeah. Yeah, because you mentioned that last year when we talked last year.
Yeah. So it was more of last year was our year getting back into everything and just being on a grid again.
Yeah.
But it all worked. It all worked out in the end. We put plans in place, and for our learning year to be finishing 22nd. I think it was 22nd. I'm not too sure, to be honest. I can't even remember.
It's all right.
The first round of Brands Hatch to be.
Yeah.
I think our best finish was 12th or 13th. I think it was.
That's bad. That's good.
So to be where we was just after one season,
Yeah.
and some of the people we was going up against have been doing it like constantly doing competitive racing since karting. To get back into it and be where we was, it was quite good. It was quite nice to be back on a grid again, to be fair.
Yeah, of course. Which is good though, isn't it, really?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because you got the likes of what's his name, Lewis Kent, that was racing last season.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if he's back this year. I don't know.
Yeah, Lewis is back this year. We spoke not so long ago. He's also having a baby for this year as well.
Isn't he? Yeah, he is, isn't he? Yeah.
Who else is having one? Dan Peters is having one. Him and Lauren have got.
It's like British touring cars for how many people have become dads.
I know. I think 20. Well, my race number's 25. 25, I've become a dad. So it's just. I think it's going to be a reasonably good year for us, anyway.
Well, it will do. It will do for sure.
But we've already had a joke about it that we'll be having track walks with prams and having a race from the track at night with prams instead of Civics.
That'd be mad. That'd be mad.
And there is another driver actually that's having a little one this year, but he's not coming back for this year, which is quite a shame. Is Jordan Brennan's having a little one?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So you would have had 4 little racing drivers on the grid for next year for a pram race.
The next generation, mate. That's what it is.
Literally, it would have been.
It's mad because, like I've always said about the BTCC drivers, always like being dads. Like it should be called the British Touring Car Dad Championship.
Oh, literally, it's going to be the Civic. Well, when we're all old enough, it won't be a Diamond Goodyear. It will be the Civic Cup Legends / Daddy Sons.
Yeah, we won.
Because I know there is some people in our championship that are looking to put their sons in cars as well.
Yeah.
So that's going to be good. What did Lisa Rally Ranch say? What was your highlight of your 24 season? Having a weekend, I'd say having a weekend where it didn't snap a drive shaft.
Is it easy to snap in that car?
It was weird, like how they kept happening, because we worked it out in the end, but it'd be fine. There'd be no vibration through the wheel or anything. And all of a sudden, you'd hit the brakes, and it'd just be like you blink in your eyes. It'd be click, and it'd be gone. Because we did it at our first one. We did it. I think it was Croft.
Yeah. I think you did because I saw it on the stream or whatever.
Yeah. It was Croft. We did the first one.
Yeah.
And then we did another one then at Thruxton. No, not Thruxton. Croft. No, we done Croft. Silverstone. Silverstone National. It was Silverstone National. Then we went Thruxton. We had 2 rounds in a row, 2 race weekends in a row where we snapped the shaft.
Yeah.
So it was a highlight after that to not break a drive shaft. But overall, I'd say I don't know, to be honest, because we had some good highs and we had some good lows last year.
Yeah.
There's quite a few. I wouldn't say there was a specific one that was like my personal favourite, because we had like our race, I think it was race 2 at Croft, where it was absolutely hammering down. And it was the first time we drove that car in the wet. We started from the back.
Yeah.
Crazy prams instead. That's a good idea.
That's an idea.
I think we started. Well, I know we was right at the back of the grid.
Yeah.
And I think we made up like 10 or 11 positions in 3 or 4 laps in the rain. Just from people trying too hard, so they was going wide. And it just, I don't know what it was. It just worked really well in the rain.
Yeah.
We just gained the, like, first time driving it in the rain. You was pretty anxious before we went out, thinking,
I would be.
what's it gonna even feel like? Because we've never done a full wet weather test.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it was. We just adjusted. We mentioned something in setup wise. We adjusted it, and it just clicked straight away. I don't know what I said to them roughly how it felt after race 1. Then race 2 on the Sunday, we knew it was going to be heavy rain anyway.
Yeah.
So we all put rough ideas what we thought was best to do, and whatever my team did, just it worked straight away. It felt insane to drive.
Yeah.
It felt like the car felt like it was on rails, considering it was hammering down with rain, and we're on semi slicks with the slightest cuts in.
Yeah.
It was quite crazy to be fair.
Can imagine.
But we did have a good few highlights of last year. That was, I'd say, that's edging towards the main one. The other one would have been starting at right at the back at Alton Park, because I went off. We was actually, I think we was like 11th or 10th in qualifying, or maybe I think it was like up until like the last 3-4 minutes.
Yeah. We
was just shy of the top 10. And someone went in the gravel trap, so we had to obviously wait for them to get pulled out. Went in the pit lane, waited for the gravel trap, waited for all the gravel to be pushed off the track and everything else. And I think it was like the last 3 or 4 minutes, and then the first lap back out, I stuck it in the gravel trap. So then all of my lap times, if you get put on the gravel trap and the session gets red flagged, your lap times
lose it.
You lose you know yourself, you lose the
lot.
Of
course,
So it was starting from the back on the hill at Alton Park, coming out the last corner.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
I was on the hill. And we had quite a good launch.
Yeah.
And we made up a few spots. I think it was like 8 or 9 places. So that was another good weekend. It was a good weekend for the driving, but that weekend was also a tragic weekend, because it was when Bill Kirkpatrick sadly had his accident on the pit lane.
Yeah.
And, well, rest in peace to Bill, because he was known throughout the Civic paddock, and he was a known racer as well.
Yeah, of course,
So all the Civic drivers didn't go out for our final race in respect of the family. We had literally done our first race and we packed up.
Yeah.
So then it was horrible feeling, because we was all out on track. The race got red flagged, and we didn't know why. So we all pulled into Park Ferme because it was only I think it was only like 3 minutes left.
Yeah.
And we obviously heard something had happened on the pit lane.
Mm-hmm.
So then that was it was a good weekend in the fact of our drive, like where we started and our driving.
Yeah,
but it was also a very tragic weekend for people in the championship, for Sam
of course, mate,
and the family. But I'd say another weekend we did well on was Silverstone International, the last one.
Okay, yeah.
We did one test session in the morning because I obviously mentioned Anthony. He couldn't get there because of work purposes for the full testing. So we had a session in the morning and then 2 sessions in the afternoon.
Okay.
He couldn't get there in the morning, so we took his session from the morning.
Okay.
They would have gone either gone to waste or I could have used it. So we went over driver signing on and said he's still doing the 2 sessions in the afternoon, but can he give me one of his sessions for the morning because he can't do it.
Yeah.
And it turned out we did a test that weekend, and we did have a good weekend that weekend because we did have a good few battles. We had a battle with Gene Peters, we had a battle with Aidan.
Yeah.
Scott Smith, me and Scott Smith I think it was race either 2 or 3 of that weekend.
Mm-hmm.
We was bumper to bumper all the way round. And it was to the point where we was both pushing each other that hard. Scott made a mistake and locked the back brakes, locked the rears up and spun.
Yeah.
But we did have a good battle, all literally from the lights out all the way through to the last lap. Well, I think the last lap before he spun, rather.
Yeah.
We did have a good race that weekend.
Mm-hmm.
But we're just hoping now that this year we'll make some more memories for this year.
Yeah.
I've literally, because we've been talking, I've missed some of these comments. Any plans for merch this year? Well, I should really start posting these because we've got two types of hoodie already.
Yeah.
We've got the plain ones with just these logos on.
Mm-hmm.
With just Will Buckley Racing logos on. I can get more of these made because this is technically a one of one because I'm the only one that's got one. Flat snapback.
Yeah.
What else? We've had these actually got done today. We've actually bought. This was ready for Wednesday for the team, purely because of the weather. But we actually got Will Buckley Racing sunglasses ready in case of the summer, and they do look right to be fair.
Yeah.
They're like Ray-Bans in a way, but they're just not nowhere near expensive.
They're just your version of a Ray-Ban then.
Yeah. So that's what they are. But I literally got 6 made ready for the team for Wednesday.
Yeah.
Because we looked at the weather and it was supposed to be hot, and I thought I'll get them all a nice little present for Wednesday just in case.
Yeah.
So I think everything's gonna be up and like people can actually purchase them this year. So we got hoodies, we got new sunglasses, lanyards, travel mugs, but that's all down to my sister. I have nothing to do with. Well, they was actually my idea, but that's all down to my sister who just organises stuff in the background.
Well, that's good though, isn't it?
I know nothing about, to be fair, unless we have our normal WhatsApp phone call, which could be normally about racing or it could be about something else.
Yeah, of course.
Ross Bowman. I'll have to have a look on that, Kales, because I don't know who that is, to be fair, but I know he's not in our championship, but he might be in racing Hondas, to be fair. Hill start at Alton Park is a disaster. Tell me about it. I was lucky when it happened. When we started on the hill, I was lucky because I had such a good launch out of it. I thought it was going to be a lot worse than what it was, but we managed to get traction.
Yeah.
What else has been said? Which is your favourite track? I don't know, to be fair, because I've done quite a few laps as a passenger around Donington Park, but I've never actually had the chance to drive it myself. But that's definitely one of them. Just especially going down through the craners, it can be frightening, but it's exciting.
I can imagine.
It's a no lift corner, to be fair.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on what you're driving, to be fair, but I'd say it's tied between Donington and Thruxton, to be brutally honest. I'd say they're the peak two of my favourites, followed by I'd say Croft more than anything. Another one of my favourites is which is my local track is Castle Coombe.
Okay.
But it's not. They haven't got the facilities big enough. They hosted TCR and Civic Cup there a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
But with the package that we're now on with the BARC. So we've got like the British Truck Racing with us this year. We've got the Super Tourers with us this year. Pre-66, we got all the classic minis and Cortinas.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be big enough to put an event on there. Otherwise, it'd be Castle Coombe is very, very quick track.
Yeah.
I think the slowest you go through is, I think it's the chicane, and it's still roughly. I think you're still in the top end of third.
Yeah.
So it's still quite a fast track. And but the only trouble is it's not a very wide track for sure.
Yeah.
There'll be very limited chance to overtake people on that track.
Yeah.
But I definitely say it's Donington and Thruxton. Because Thruxton is it's like a roller coaster. As soon as you go into the comp, obviously turn one is not far off flat. It's quite a fast corner. Turn two is still a fast corner, and then you're into the complex, so you're hard on the brakes. But then as soon as you come out of the end of the complex, you're pretty much not far off flat out till you come to the last chicane.
Yeah.
And if you look on my TikTok, going through church in a Civic, and it starts going sideways like a drift car, it is quite fun.
Like I've seen.
I know. Right, you will admit it. I was looking at the grass, couldn't even see where the track was.
I was thinking, when I saw that, I was thinking, how on earth have you managed to drift a front-wheel drive car like that?
It was hard to say because it happened after Jamie Peters had his accident.
Yeah.
In turn one, we had I think it was 3 or 4 laps behind the safety car.
Right. Okay.
But during that time, you had to try and keep the tyres warm.
Yeah,
but it also started to rain. So everyone was on a dry setup
Yeah.
on tyres which were going cold, and it started to
Yeah.
rain. So it wasn't like it was planned to go sideways, because if it was still dry, it would have gripped and gone.
Uh-huh.
But hey, we didn't end up in the council field cutting grass. We
Yeah.
still stayed out of there, which was, when you look back at the onboard, it is quite a shock how I didn't end up in the grass. But yeah, it was quite fun, and how quick it actually happened.
Yeah.
You had no time to actually think what was happening. It happened so fast.
Yeah.
It was just you best react to it, and by
Mm-hmm.
the time you reacted to it, you was already going back up the straight towards the chicane. Do you prefer a single day or a race weekend? Definitely a race weekend, 100%. Because a single day is it's so compact, because you've got to do qualifying, race one, race two,
Yeah.
and like some of the teams in the championship, me definitely included, our racing is like a breakaway as well from
Mm-hmm.
day to day normal, like in the 9 to 5 day to day.
Yeah.
So you go away racing, and you start obviously getting ready on the Thursday to be there ready for early for the Friday morning. And as soon as you get to the track on that Friday morning, or if not the Thursday night,
Yeah.
compared to your normal weekend in the house, it to go like the click of your fingers. It goes so fast.
Yeah.
Well, they say time goes by when you're enjoying yourself or when you're having
Yeah.
fun.
Time flies when you're having fun, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, time flies when you're having fun.
Mm-hmm.
On a race weekend, it definitely does. 100% it does. Have you thought where you want to go after Civics? I haven't even thought about it, to be honest. Like, we all have our goals in motorsport, where we want to end up, but obviously, the older you get, the way financial things are, you've got to be realistic about it. Like, I've got certain places where I would want to go, but I can't say where they are, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
But they're still within realistic terms.
Yeah.
Like, you obviously get the people that think that they're going to end up in Formula One when they're still 14, 15.
Yeah.
Not possible. So, where we want to go is still very much doable,
Mm-hmm.
depending on budget, mainly the one thing. Depending on how much my son is going to cost to go karting, because he's going to be in a go kart before I know it.
Is that the promise though?
Well, I got told he's 3 weeks old this